the forgotten song. Save this video so that you can always turn to it whenever you need a spark of inspiration. As a teenager, Luke thrived on the joy of playing the piano. The notes carried him to a world of creativity, self-expression, and peace. But as life became busier, school, work, relationships, his music faded into the background, a shadow of a past passion. Years later, after his father passed away, Luke found himself rummaging through the house he grew up in, sorting through boxes filled with memories. That's when he stumbled upon an old, time-worn sheet of music, the first song he ever learned. In that moment, Luke's heart filled with a bittersweet blend of longing and nostalgia. On a whim, Luke sat at the dusty, time-worn piano in his father's living room. His hands trembled slightly as they hovered over the keys. As he pressed down on the piano's old ivory, the melody didn't come together right away. His fingers fumbled, struggling to find the right notes, but with each attempt, the melody began to flow. And as it did, waves of memories surged with it. Family dinners filled with laughter, the feeling of his father's presence humming along, and a younger version of himself filled with boundless hope. The song wasn't perfect. The notes didn't align seamlessly, and the rhythm faltered now and then. But none of that mattered. What mattered was that, for the first time in years, Luke was reconnecting, not just with music, but with an essential part of himself, a piece that had gone quiet, but never truly disappeared. As the final notes lingered in the air, Luke sat back and let the feelings sink in. The piano had been silent for decades, much like his passion for music. Yet here he was, rediscovering it all over again, as if the song had been patiently waiting for him. In his discovery wasn't just nostalgia, it was a reminder. A reminder that joy doesn't demand perfection. It only asks for your presence, your willingness to try. That night, Luke made a decision. He would return to playing, not to master the craft, but simply to feel the joy, the life, and the connection it brought. Luke's story is more than just about music. It's about all of us. How often do we set aside the things we love in favor of responsibilities, distractions, and mundane routines? How many passions lie dormant within us, waiting patiently for the right moment to resurface? It's easy to think that a passion forgotten is a passion lost forever. But Luke's journey reminds us of a deep truth. The things that once lit up our hearts never truly leave us. They become a part of who we are, quietly waiting until we're ready to rediscover them. Perhaps there's something in your own life, a dream, a hobby, or a passion you've left behind. Maybe you loved painting, dancing, writing stories, or simply spending time in nature. Whatever it is, Luke's story invites you to consider, isn't it worth returning to, even if only for the joy it once gave you? You don't need to wait for the perfect moment to rekindle a piece of yourself. Like Luke, you only need a single step. Perhaps you pick up that old brush, grab a pen, or press a dusty piano key. Don't aim for perfection. Aim to feel that small spark in your chest again. Let this be the moment you say yes to rediscovering something that once made you feel free, happy, and alive. After all, passions are timeless. They don't belong to the past, they belong to you, here and now. If Luke's story resonates with you, take a moment to reflect. Is there a part of you, some passion, some dream, that has been waiting patiently for your return? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Save this video as a gentle reminder that it's never too late to step back into your joy. Share it with someone who might need encouragement to rediscover their own forgotten song. Together, let's inspire each other to rediscover the parts of ourselves that still have so much to offer.